Hey, it's Mark Wahlberg. Welcome to ClickTV.
Welcome to ClickTV.
Yo, welcome to ClickTV. We're here today at Time Machine Games Studios to take a sneak peek at their first Twisted Feary Tale Red. And given the subject matter, the weather is suitably grim. So let's head on inside. So this is the first in the Twisted Feary Tales. Where did that name come from? Do you know?
Paddy.
Well, I originally called it Twisted Feary Tales, or the old traditional spelling, Faery.
Okay.
And then Sharky, the artist, I sent it on to him to do up a logo, and it came back. We were sitting in the Shakespeare here, and he brought it up. The thing, it was like the logo, Twisted Feary Tales, and I was like, that's wrong, but it's really cool. And so we stuck with the typo. Like,
Fair enough.
We said
Yeah.
we'll go with that.
Mm-hmm. It's been compared to Limbo a little bit, maybe, but I kind of reckon
It's not
it
like
might.
Limbo.
I reckon it might look a little bit more like Trine. So, what do you think about that?
That's a great compliment. That's the first thing I think about it, because like Trine is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
And even the gameplay, I mean, yeah, I think the gameplay is similar to Trine in how you interact with different parts of the environment. And I mean, definitely future iterations when you have multiple characters, it's going to be probably more comparable.
Yeah, but the thing is though, like the reason why a lot of the people were comparing it to Limbo is because they only seen when she gets into the forest. They didn't see before she gets in there. Like, it's more coloured in the environment, and you know, there's a bit, and it plays completely differently to Limbo as well. So
It's almost, as we said before, it's almost like a little bit of a cross between Lemmings and Abe's Odyssey in places.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a combo. Speaking of gameplay, in the promo video you mentioned there's the iPad uses an 11 touch input. I only have 10 fingers. Is this going to be an issue?
Well, we're going to limit it to not more than 10 fingers.
I think the most difficult puzzle at the moment requires 6.
Okay.
But yeah, we can take it up another notch from there if
we
need
need
be.
to.
But that'll be bordering on the ridiculous. at
That'll
that
be,
point.
I just won't be able to see the screen.
Yeah.
You know?
Actually, do you reckon with touch control games like that obscuring the screen is a problem?
I think some developers have had issues with that. We're definitely trying to design the puzzles in a way that you move things out and away from
Yeah.
the character, so that you're not constantly covering what's actually going on the screen.
Like, all the levels are designed on paper first,
Yeah.
and through that we then kind of try and gauge how obscure, like how much of the screen is going to be obscured by touch. So we have a good idea before it even goes to software.
Firmware updates and stuff like that, are they a big issue for development? Are you worried about them?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, no, we had a problem today with the build. You have to keep everything updated and make sure it's all backwards compatible, and it's just sort of a constant battle with Apple to make sure everything works, and you know, it doesn't.
Speaking of Apple, Apple wanted the world to know last month that apparently they now have an iPad mini. Are you going to have the version for that? Or is
Yeah,
one
I
in the
think so. I
works?
think we're going. Yeah, we're thinking we're going for all the Apple products. I mean, we think we're going for we have the iPad, of course, the iPhone, and probably the iPad Mini as well. Seeing that it's just a large, you can say it's a larger iPhone or a smaller iPad, so it's
Yeah.
up to yourself.
As long as
Okay.
you can fit your fingers on it,
Yeah,
it's alright.
of course. The narrative of the game, do you have any twists in store, or are you gonna like it pretty close to the fairy tale?
we did some research, and it's like a lot of them were popularized by Brothers Grimm in like the whatever era,
Yeah.
but they had been around for years before that. So we went back to the original stories.
Yeah,
And
they
we
were
took-
kind of sanitized by the Greenberg.
Yeah, cleaned up, like put in the happy ending, the Spielberg ending got thrown in at the end of all the old fairy tales. But so what we're kind of doing now with this is we want to make them that ways, that darkness, bring it back into them that was there. And so it plays pretty close to the older versions, but at the same time we also do have our own little twists and cameos and
All right,
interesting things happening.
that's pretty good. Tell me a bit about the star rating. It's a puzzle game, so are there more than one solution to each puzzle? Or
Yeah,
is
there
it
will
efficiency?
there will be. It'd be
Level
very.
designer.
I'm the level designer, so
You
yeah.
should know.
Yeah, there'll be more than one way of completing some of the puzzles. It'll be based on time and also how many touch gestures you use. If you use too many, or if you go over time,
You get marked down.
you'll get marked down on that. It's kind of similar to the likes of Cut the Rope,
Alright.
in the way they based their star system. So yeah.
So Red's the first in this series, Twisted Feary Tales. Do you have any others on the boil?
We want to do a Hansel and Gretel one. We already have some ideas for it. Yet again, maybe not even stick to the exact same formula in terms of visuals. Like, I mean,
Yeah, we definitely have an idea for the visuals, but we're not going to say anything.
yeah. And then we also have a third one plan, which would be Pied Piper of Hamelin.
Oh.
It's a bit of a twist on the Pied Piper of Hamelin. So, yet again, kind of go back to the real source material of that, which is really dark. And,
A little bit. Kidnapping children? Yeah, I suppose. So that's Red, first Twisted Feary Tale from the guys at Time Machine Games. It's due for iPad in Q1 2013. So see you next time, ClickTV.